Hi, and welcome to Jack at the Movies. I'm your host, Jack Heim, and today we're leaving the world of the film, world of movies, and going into the realm of television with my predictions for next week's episode of NCIS, based as the spinoff to the TV series Jag, which started in the 1990s until 2003, and continuing to be one of the longest running police procedurals on CBS, second longest to SVU, and will be and which is now just started its 21st season after the um, AFTA strike, which happened in California and around the world. But during it, next week's episode will be a dedication to David McCallum. David McCallum played Donald Ducky Mallard, the former medical examiner and resident NCIS historian to the agency, and had been part of the series since the backdoor pilot episode on Jag, and even was part of the series for all 20 seasons in limited run as his character, because his character had gone in retirement. He was now in his late 80s, early 90s, and during it he passed away in 2023 on the day of the final, not the final episode, but on the day that they showed 3 episodes, on the day, which they called NCIS Day on Monday, which showed Yankee White, the pilot episode, an episode which was where Donoso who was played by Michael Weatherly, who got infected with bubonic plague, and even another episode which involved Gary Cole, who's taken over as the character of Special Agent Alden Parker for the NCIS team after Mark Harmon's departure in season 19, and took over as team leader for the team. During the series run, we had characters leave and characters say goodbye, but this is going to be involving a member of the cast who's been part of it from day one, who's passed away, and it's going to be hard on the team and the characters, because at the end of last night's episode, we had Gary Cole's character of Alden Parker get on the phone after they got a call about a dead body, which would say there was a body on a ship, and during it he said, "Grab your gear," and then he gets another call, and it's from Palmer, Brian Dietz's character, and he tells him that Ducky has passed away, and this whole episode is going to be involving that, showing the team during their grieving, which will lead up to the funeral for the former chief medical examiner. It's going to be hard for the fans, because for over the 21 years of the series, he was part of for 20 years, not 20 episodes, but 20 years of the series run, and it's going to be hard for NCIS fans who've been fans of the show since the first episode, since the pilot Yankee White till now. His final appearance was in the final episode of season 20, which I have forgot the name of the episode, but it was the final episode of that season, which led to the cliffhanger, which was going to be involved in this season, which was just resoluted last night in the episode. But these are my predictions for the episode. One is we're going to show moments of Ducky, of the character through his years, some when he was younger with the actor who's played him young in some of the flashback moments, including even returning in the 400th episode, which aired during my second year of college, which was a great episode, which is maybe my favorite episode of that series in 400 episodes, and it's one of my favorites of the series. We might even see moments that weren't in episodes, so deleted bits from some episodes, including even seeing Ducky talking to Jimmy one last time before his passing, which could be a big resolution, that, and show Palmer in a little bit of this is also another thing. Palmer, Brian Deese's character, is going to be in a little bit emotional state than the previous seasons, because in some seasons he's had an emotional thing in one episode or a couple episodes. This is going to be a really emotional episode for the whole team, who's worked with David McCallum, and Gary Cole has only worked with him for 2 seasons, since season 19 and season 20. He's only worked with him for 2 years, and he's still one of the rookies. He's still one of the probies for me, and it's going to be hard for me as an NCIS fan to say goodbye to that character. Even though I've been part of the series as a fan since season 10 till now, so I've been with it for over 10 years of watching it from that to now. It's 11 years, like, of seasons of all the seasons, but from beginning to end, I've been watching it for 10 years, and this is my 11th year watching the series. So I do recommend, if you've never watched it, go watch it on Paramount Plus, or if you're on streaming on YouTube TV, to watch it on CBS, or if you're using your normal cable, it'll be back on next week at 8 to 9 Central here in Central Time, or if you leave on the East Coast, or even on the West Coast. I don't know what time you guys are going to watch it, but it's going to be a great episode, and I know it's going to be a little bit hard for some fans, including even myself as an NCIS fan. But one of my other predictions during this is that Night is going to be a little bit more, her and Jimmy's relationship is still going to happen during the season, and also their relationship is going to be continuing together, and even she's going to be with Jimmy to help him through Ducky's passing, and it's going to be hard on him, and she's going to be there to help him through this dark day that he's going through. There's another prediction. I hope that they do this. I don't know if it is in the episode, but I hope we get to see it in the episode, is maybe the return of some NCIS alumni to say goodbye to Ducky. So I hope we get to see Paulie Perrette back as Abby Shudo, the former forensic scientist who left the series during season 15, and even we might get to see the return of Cody DiPablo, who played Ziva David, the former Mossad agent, current NCIS agent, and then retired from NCIS in season 11, but did return for the series in in one of the other seasons. And we might get to see her and her character's on-screen husband, Michael Weatherly, who retired from the NCIS universe in season 13, during the 13th season of the series, and I hope we get to see him return for one more episode in it, and maybe even return if they decide to bring him back for a spinoff which involves him and Ziva back fully as agents of NCIS. But the big one I hope they decide to do, this is the big one, I want them to bring Leroy Jethro Gibbs, Mark Harmon, back for one last appearance on the original show, and actually have him be there for Ducky's funeral to say goodbye to his former comrade, because Ducky had known Gibbs a little bit longer than any of the other characters, because Ducky was with Gibbs when he lost his wife and daughter. He even helped him out during some of his early days as an NCIS agent, including we could maybe even see the guy who played him in the younger episodes when he was younger play him again, including we get to see that time where he pushed the French cop off a cliff and he landed in a lake below. That would be funny. That would be funny to see that episode happen in the series run. And it's going to be one hell of an ending to say goodbye to the character. And I've been watching the show, and it's a great series. I hope you guys check it out on next Monday. It'll be airing on the day after the Daytona 500 on February the 19th of 2024 this year. And I hope you guys are ready for saying goodbye to a legendary actor who has played this character and who is also the original Ilya Kuryakin. If you know who Ilya Kuryakin is, also, he played the character in the original Man from U.N.C.L.E. TV series and TV movie from the 80s. And even the character was brought back in the Guy Ritchie movie, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., which came out in 2015, which to me was a good film, but I actually liked the actor who played Ilya, not Ilya, but Napoleon, Henry Cavill. But I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll be back again later today with an episode, a video, not on a TV series, because we'll be going back into the world of espionage with me talking about the unmade Timothy Dalton third James Bond film, which he was originally going to do before they decided to go on GoldenEye. So, you're going to hear my input on, not my input, but hear me again talk about an unmade film. And this will be the first time I'll be talking about an unmade movie, and this will be the talking of Timothy Dalton's unmade James Bond film. So until next time, it's been Jack on from Jack in the Movies saying so long, and I'll see you down the road. Goodbye.